for St. Jude. But good evening. It is indeed my pleasure to bring to you a very dear friend, a longtime supporter of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and a great supporter and defender of children everywhere. But before I do that, I want to recognize my wife and my dear neighbor, Rolando King, who does so much in support of this community here in Memphis, Tennessee, and around the country. So give him a round of applause if you would, please. And also joining Pastor Rostro is a dear friend, also a supporter of St. Jude, who has a very special connection to this great and special place. His name is Rolando Flores, and that particular connection is his beautiful young son, Kevin Flores, who is a patient at St. Jude. Would you stand and let us welcome you in a very special way?
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you. He's a member of Pastor Rolando Rostro's church. In every setting, there are those who rush out when times get tough, and there are those who rush in when times get tough. There are those who flee when it seems that all is gone, all has failed. Thus, we pay special reverence to St. Jude Thaddeus, who is known as the patron of lost causes. When all else fails, when others have given up, there was always St. Jude. There's a section of this great city known as Hickory Hill, and sometimes in derogatory parlance it's called Hickory Hood, signifying that that's not a good place. But when others fled that place, abandoned that place, and said no good can come out of this place, there was one man who rushed in to Hickory Hill. He is a longtime dear friend, Pastor Rolando Rostro. When we speak of caring and sympathy, at the age of 5 years, he was one of the first to receive amnesty in this country, agricultural amnesty from former President Ronald Reagan. So he knows the benefit, he knows the value of caring for these, the least of these. Pastor Rostro has been a pastor of Iglesia Nueva Vida, a great hospitable place and place of worship and sanctuary, in that place that others have left, known as Hickory Hill. His wife is Esther, who would be here with us, but she has another event at the church. So she gave up her dear husband long enough just to share a few minutes with us. They have 4 boys. Won't you please join me in welcoming none other than my dear friend, your friend, friend of St. Jude, friend of children everywhere, none other than Pastor Rolando Rostro. Would you please give him a warm St. Jude?